Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Live Like Locals. I'm Renee LaSalle. This is Lauren Matthews. And you know what? This is our first show of 2018.
Yes, ma'am. 2018.
Happy New Year. Right. We are thrilled to welcome you to a little bit of chat. You know what? We're going to do a resolution show today. We're going to have a little bit of organizational planning, some tips, some ways to really get your life in order.
Oh,
and we're also going to talk about some muscles.
She loves it when
afraid.
You see Renee just out and about around town, just
Ask
walk
to
up
feel
and
my
grab
muscle.
Yeah.
That will give me like so much joy. But we're gonna obviously the number one resolution. People want to get fit. We're gonna show you a way that you can get fit right here. But we want to start off with how we sort of rang out the old and rang in the new. Have you had the chance to be down on River Street for Up the Cup?
I have. Yeah, we decided to do the keg drop at Huckapoo's this year, but Up the Cup.
You get a beer at the whatever bar and literally ask for a to-go cup. Amazing. So instead of a ball drop in Savannah, we raise a to-go cup.
I mean, how fitting. How fitting.
All right.
It's such a cool production, though.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
really awesome.
And it's a great time. This year, we've got a couple pictures. I got to be down there working with Nine Line Apparel, actually, this year, and got to be there freezing cold and wet to boot, because we all need a little cold, wet rain.
Right.
For
It
New
was
Year's
that
Eve,
mist that just, like, grabs you. It just,
and won't let
sticks.
you go.
Yeah.
Oh, it seeps into every
so much
pore.
fun.
Your skin hurts. Your joints hurt. And then with the wet, you feel like your feet are wet, even if they're not.
Yeah, but you got a to-go cup in your hand, so...
So who cares?
Yeah.
Right?
It is what it is.
I had a little Nine Line Apparel once, making sure everybody was patriotic for the holiday. But let's fast forward to the next day. You and I, both out on Tybee Island for the Gang of Goofs and the Polar Plunge.
Yeah, this was my 12th year going to Polar Plunge. So, and the coldest. I think this was the coldest year
By far.
that I've ever been.
I think 31 degrees, but then when you factor in the wind chill, it cut through every clothing. I got to judge the Gang of Goofs this
How
year.
cool is that?
It was
That's
really
always the best part of Polar Plunge. There's obviously getting in the water, but the costumes are outrageous. What won this year?
No, we had a phenomenal Alice in Winterland.
That is so witty.
A gang of about, 10, 15 Tybeans all dressed up in different characters from Alice in Wonderland, obviously. But, to watch people running into that water and run back out. And I told you this early. The Weather Channel asked to use my video on Instagram.
It was a good video. It's a good video.
Oh, you let me go.
I know. I tried to. I was going to try to do a little Snapchat video from the pier, but they had those flags, and the wind was blowing so much. I was like, okay, this just isn't working. It's just not working for me.
You couldn't even get your fingertips
So
out.
cold.
Oh, it was bitter.
Yeah.
Turns out we were literally probably 30 yards from each other, both on the pier, and it was so cold. We're just like, forget it.
Yeah. I was. We went out onto the pier. Well, we walked out from under the pavilion, and that's when the wind catches you. And we were all set up right there, bundled up. You couldn't even see our faces. And then the guy came on and he said, 15 minutes till go time. And I looked over and I was like, I don't think we're going to make it. We went to Tybee Time and got a coffee.
Yeah, but what happened when you walked in Tybee Time? Who came to join you a little bit later?
Oh, well, the bear came. Did you see the bear?
The bear, absolutely.
That was Jack. Do you know Tyler Marion from Savannah Riverboat?
No, not had the pleasure.
Yeah, so that was his son, was the bear. So the bear stopped by.
But the fella who'd gotten in the water, tell me about that story.
He came in after the plunge, and he had a robe on, so he was trying to warm up. He said when he was coming out of the water, his feet went out from under him, and he went face first, like all the way under.
That's how cold it was,
yeah.
folks.
And so he came in, went straight to the bathroom, put his feet in the sink to run hot water on him. He was so
You would think
desperate.
the hand dryer, putting your feet up under.
It's that, like, when your toes are cold, when your feet get cold, there's no warming up.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
You know what does warm you up, though?
What's that?
A little bit of organization.
Yeah, that
in
makes
your
me
life.
feel warm and fuzzy inside.
Right, and getting everything. So we've got a wonderful young lady, Melissa Gracious.
Good. Now the whole warm and fuzzy inside thing, you looked a little bit sarcastic when you said that, Laura.
No.
We do think,
I
hi.
have a doctorate in psychology, but I really am passionate about helping business people be more effective, productive at work. And so I coach them, I train them, and I put the productivity and the psychology, and it means that I help people discover their individual strengths and individually specific tools to help them be more productive, effective, organized at work.
Okay, and again, most of this is in the workplace.
Yes.
But let's just be honest, even in the workplace, if your workplace is organized, your life is more organized,
all the
less
time.
chaotic.
Yes, absolutely. It bleeds over. I mean, I tell my clients we do not hang up our humanity when we walk into the office. We are one person. We bring our own bits of baggage, and the baggage from
Got my own, thank you.
So yes, it does bleed over, and what we do at work affects what we do at home, and vice versa.
Wow. So what are your tips for us heading into 2018?
If you want to get organized in 2018, the first thing is to decide why. I mean,
What's your motivation?
Why do I want to do that in the first place? Because getting organized is a means to an end. Okay, it's to do something. It's to accomplish something. It's to work less hours. It's to have more mental freedom. It is to create space to volunteer in the community or spend more time with my children. It's to do something. I want to get organized so that I can feel more comfortable in my own home or be able to park in my garage or whatever it is. Figure out, first and foremost, why. Why do you want to do this? What is the burning reason why you want to do this? Because that is what is going to sustain you when it gets hard.
Yeah.
Mine is to sleep through the night. I organize so that I'm not waking up in the middle of the night
Doing lists.
thinking, freaking out.
Purge your brain.
Yeah.
Yes, because that is actually called, bear with me, it's called the Zeigarnik effect.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Say that 3 times.
Zeigarnik.
Zeigarnik. Yeah.
Is that
what
what?
means?
Is that Russian or German or?
Something like that.
Yeah. That was a guy's name. Just think that was a guy's name.
Yeah, it's a guy's name. He had to pronounce it worse than gracious.
I think we just got bleeped.
Yeah.
What?
So what this means is that effect, whatever we pronounce it.
Zeigarnik.
Yeah, that one. And it is the lingering stress of an undone task because we're afraid we're going to forget it. We're afraid that it's just there, and so so if we want to release the stress from
get
our
it out of
brains,
our way.
we have to not rely on our brain for managing our action items. We have to use a task list, a to-do list, whatever your favorite tool of choice is. You get it out of your brain, onto something else, and you sleep better at night.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So once I identify the why, what's my next step?
Then identify the when, okay? There's nothing for it but to block off time on your calendar to accomplish said task, to break the big thing that you want to organize down into its component parts and say, when am I going to put this into my calendar? Because Stephen Covey, smart man, bald, dead, but he says...
Oh, I just laughed at he's,
it's good. He did a lot of writing. He lives on. So Stephen Covey said that I can tell what's important to any person by looking at their calendar.
Oh.
I know. I can tell what's important to any person by looking at their calendar. So look at your own calendar and say, what would a stranger think about me? What would a stranger think is important to me? So if getting organized or getting fit or spending time with family or whatever the thing is you want to do is important to you, if
Mark
it's
it out.
not reflected on your calendar, then is it really?
Okay.
Is it really important to you? So why, and then when, and then the what is really the easiest part, or the how to do it. You know, there's lots of wonderful books out there that are written by geniuses that tell you how to organize your garage and how to organize your kitchen and how to organize your time and all that kind of stuff.
That's not where my genius lies.
They're there for you. They're there. So then you find out, how I'm going to do this, and it helps you get to where you want to be. But always, always, always remembering that why.
Absolutely.
Why I want to do it in the first place.
All right, so for folks at home who are like, my life is in chaos, I need this woman, how do they get in touch with you?
Oh, aren't you kind?
I know.
Thank you so much. Well, you spell the unspellable last name. My website is www.melissa, M-E-L-I-S-S-A, this is for you folks at home, Gratias, which is not spelled the way it's pronounced.
Oh.
It's Gratias.com. And that is how you get in touch with me. I'm a blogger. I'm a writer.
I was just about to say that.
This is one of my favorite readers.
She sends out email newsletters and she
Yeah.
writes blogs and I mean they're, even if you feel like you've got your stuff together, there's so many good like tidbits, and she says things and you're like,
I'm gonna come here
okay,
every day.
now I'm thinking about that in a different way. So thanks, Melissa.
No, it really is
great.
true. When we started talking about, this first year kickoff show resolutions, you were the first name that
Well,
popped
thank
in
you.
our brain.
Well, getting organized, the stats say that it's typically in the top 3 New Year's resolutions for people. And it's because it's all this clutter. It's clutter that we have in our spaces, in our offices, in our homes, and in our minds. And there's one of those brilliant writers that I mentioned, her name is Barbara Hemphill, and she has said, clutter is delayed decisions.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Process that. Clutter
Yeah.
is delayed decisions. So whether it is, I don't know what my New Year's resolutions are going to be. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I don't know what my husband's going to do with his golf club collection. Whatever it is, it's just a series of delayed decisions.
Right.
So if we just decide, even if that decision is imperfect, then it is so much better than just forcing ourselves to revisit the same issues over and over and over again. So do get organized. It's a great thing. But all in all, remember that just set goals.
Yeah.
Set goals at the beginning of the year.
And write them down.
And write
Write them
them
down.
There is no ability like accountability. And writing your goals down helps instill some accountability. And better yet, share them with a friend.
I know.
Right?
That's I was.
We can
I could
so
give them to
totally
Lauren, but then she'd
lie to
actually make
ourselves.
sure that I got them done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah, because I can look at myself in the mirror and say, "Oh yes, you lost 5 ounces." Yay, yay. But Lauren would say, "Yeah, you were supposed to lose 5 pounds. It was not ounces; it was pounds." So there's no ability like accountability. So make sure that you set your goals, you write them down, you share them with people. Challenge yourself. It's January.
I love it.
It's time. It's a wonderful, wonderful month of the year to say, who am I going to be in December?
Fresh start.
Well, I have to say, one of my goals is fitness and like losing some lbs. But more importantly, what's the other way that you sleep better at night? You do something physical and
drink.
you exercise during the day. No, wrong. So one of the things that I'm doing this year is I'm marking my workouts in my calendar. I'm actually blocking that
Yep.
time out so I don't schedule a meeting and use that as an excuse or something else. So. But you've been working out.
I have had the pleasure, actually, for the last 4 years at this point. I met up with the girls from a wonderful little fitness studio called Pure Bar. I have drunk the water, and quite literally, I am part of the Pure Bar cult. This is Jenna Stakely.
Jenna.
Love her more than life. I love you so much. Jenna's part of the.
We're gonna get cozy. We get cozy.
Yes, let's get warm.
We like it. Part of Pure Bar Savannah and Pure Bar Pooler. And sitting here with Melissa, and Melissa, we want you to chime in on all of this. Resolutions come every single new year, and it seems like fitness is always the number one for everybody.
Always. I mean, we always see a huge boom. People come in, and you talked a lot about goal setting, and I always say when you come in, it can be intimidating. It is a lot of women. We do accept men too, so nobody be afraid.
Yeah, we've got some great guys who are part of it.
But I always do say, set realistic goals. Don't come in and just think, hey, I'm going to know this the second I walk in. It is a technique. But we are so open to anybody who wants to come in and just really better themselves.
So what is Pure Bar? I haven't been. I have a lot of friends that do Pure Bar.
You get your first week for free right now.
I know. She told me that the other day, and I was like, okay.
I know, literally nothing to lose. So yeah, it's really low impact. It's super safe on your joints.
I
You're
can do
not
it.
Well, and it's,
With
you're
all of my
not-
injuries.
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of people with injuries, we help women through their pregnancy journeys. I mean, it's super safe to do. And you can do it every single day is the best thing, too.
Twice a
Even
day
if you're
right now.
sore, right? You can double up now. We've got a couple class options. So if you're a runner, we've got cardio. If you're more low-key,
awesome.
we've got the toning, which is our bread and butter. So yeah, really low impact. Kind of encompasses yoga, Pilates, and ballet.
Very simple
all in
ballet
once, but
basics.
It's not choreographed in that you're dancing. It's more isometric. So you're getting your muscles to shake. You're lengthening them out with stretches, all that good stuff.
So Jose, our wonderful, amazing photographer, producer, everything, director, mastermind. We like that. Jose Rosa, by the way. Hello, Jose. He says hello. So he came to the studio, and I had to twist his arm. Obviously, a grown Latin man twisting his arm to get get him in a room full of 20+ women in spandex. Sure. But what's wrong with Jose? Oh no, that was all sarcasm. Trust me. But the class that we did was not your traditional Pure Barre. It was this new Empower the Cardio class. Right. What's the difference?
So the big difference is the movement. So in Pure Barre we focus, like I said, that the lift, tone, burn is our tagline. So you'll see the LTB. That's what that means. So that's our classic is our
yes,
making your muscles.
The tiny.
You're toning, right. It's shaking, all that good stuff. In Power, I would love to say that there's a technique to it, but it's really just bigger movement. So it's about the heart rate. We use the old school ankle and wrist weights. They're really bomb. So that definitely
think
helps
1980s
you
jazzercise.
I was about to say, I'm coming dressed. I'm coming dressed accordingly.
Those are the new things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh,
so it's all about
awesome.
movement. It's just bigger ranges. Your heart's pumping. You're pouring sweat. It's a good time.
That's
a lot of fun.
That's awesome. I mean, I've got to admit, I did give up libations for a little commitment to my daddy. So that's also helped with some of the slimming down. Yeah. But I have spent like ridiculous amounts of time in the last few months in Pure Barre.
And I see this girl at least 6 times a week.
Oh,
and I'm
love
only
you.
there like 3 times, if that tells you anything. So, no, that means she's coming.
Yeah, I'm
all
knocking
the
on the
time.
door.
Yeah.
Jenna, wake up.
Excuse
Jenna.
Right.
I love it.
No, you've been crushing it.
So we've got some opportunities for folk to really start it off if they haven't had the chance.
Absolutely.
Just so far.
Absolutely.
To try it out.
Yeah, so we do, like you said, we have the first week free. You can come in 7 days. There is no commitment. It's not a hoax. It's not a gimmick like you see all the time. So 7 free days. We really want you to work it into your routine.
Yeah.
Put it in your planner. Write it down. Make goals that you can achieve. And then after that, we always do our intro month. So you get another 30 days
for
$99, and that is so
That's
awesome.
a good deal.
And you
Absolutely.
can come up to twice a day. So that's
So what are
60
some of the
classes.
best burning reasons why people come to you to get fit?
I mean, honestly, community. It is one of the best places, and I know I'm a little bit biased, but it is one of the most supportive situations I've ever found myself in. I mean, you can't walk through the door without meeting at least one other person, even as a new client. So I know that can be super intimidating coming into a place where there's all new faces, but then just to have your teacher say like, hey, well, this is Lauren, and it's her first time too. And then you guys kind of have that
That's
bond.
awesome.
And oh, you're going to come at noon tomorrow? Okay, great, I'll see you there.
And you said
So
it goes,
it's a really-
it extends beyond that, right?
Well, I mean, quite
100%.
literally, I call us a little yoga pant wearing cult.
Yeah, I mean, anytime we can wear yoga pants, we will. So.
But it's quite literally. I mean, we see each other on the streets after class in our yoga gear, and we're just like, hey. And I've got girlfriends because of Pure Barre, and
awesome.
I love it. Which, by the way, both of you are Pure Barre virgins.
Are we going?
Yes. We're gonna
Well,
write it in
I'm
your
just
calendar.
saying. Yeah, we've got that first week for free, ladies. So we need to make it happen.
Totally.
Awesome. Okay. Jenna, I love you madly.
Love you.
Yeah, Melissa, it is such a pleasure, pretty girl, to meet you.
Darling.
Yes, love. So, I don't know, Lauren, gonna wrap it up?
2018. I'm calling 2018 my year of greatness.
Ma'am.
So I'm finding something every day. My daily dose of happy.
Excellent.
It's probably going to be the lip sync battle. Shout out. But yeah, year of greatness. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's gonna
get
be
fit,
amazing.
I'm gonna get organized.
We're gonna have it all together.
We
girl.
got this.
That
We
email
got
is
this.
going to be clean.
I love it. All right, everybody. You want any more information about these two amazing ladies, just check out our website, livelikeLocals.tv. Don't forget, you can also check out the top 5 picks of the week for all of the fun amazingness that you can get into in Savannah. Otherwise, Miss, what do you think? Next Tuesday?
Wrap it up, man.
Boom!
What a great show. First
right.
show of the year.
That's awesome. All right, ladies, we love you.
Thank
Guys,
you.
we love you too. We'll see you
Bye,
next
guys.
week. Bye.
Bye.